Hey folks, how you doing? Papa Joe here. There we go. Is that gooder? I'm here at Carl's Corner, chilling at the Petro. Used to be known as Willie's place. We used to have a little bar over here at this truck stop before it was a Petro. Then it was Carl's Corner. Decent enough old mom and pops. And their blue moon, Willie had come in. Now, I've never seen him myself, but anyhow, I broke one of my habits of late. I haven't been watching much of the news. I've been trying to stay away from politics. I ain't been doing so good on that here last few days. Simply because it just irritates the hell out of me how hypocritical the Democrats can be. Ridiculous. What's his name? Tom Holman. They called him to one of their investigative boards against Trump, of course. And I tell you what, I bet you at the end of it all, they regretted calling him one of the few people that actually stood up to him, and her beating the hell out of the desk with her hammer and all that didn't stop him. Demanding respect. Boys and girls, where I come from, respect is earned, not demanded. You might demand it of your children. We're not children, last I checked. And even that don't work too good. I posted the video on my Facebook wall. You ought to go check it out. He read them the right act. You know, the biggest thing that gets me, which is Hunter Biden got this cushy, high-paying job in a field with a company that he knows nothing about, but he raked in big bucks while his daddy was vice president. And the rumor mill has it, which is being investigated, and Trump himself has repeated it, is that Biden withheld money from that country until they got rid of a investigator, prosecutor, whoever that was investigating his son. Big no-no. So Trump, in a phone conversation, the one that they demanded the transcripts of, he asked them to make sure they investigated it. Now, the Democrats are not mad that the vice president then, Joe Biden's son, Hunter, they're not mad that he got this cushy job that he didn't know nothing about. He didn't know what to do for the job, is basically how it goes. They're not mad that the vice president then held money back until he got his way to get his son out of trouble. They're not mad that once a boy got out of trouble, he went to China and got the same kind of cushy job. None of that bothers the Democrats. What bothers them is that the president now has a foreign body to investigate. Huh. Most interesting, ain't it? The deal with this old boy I was talking about in the video, he started calling them out like on the cages the kids were in. He said they were built by Obama's administration. But that was okay when Obama was in. Now you're mad at Trump over them for using them. No sugar added. He said, y'all are upset about Trump bouncing money around to get the wall done. He says, Obama bounced money around. We did it all the time. You know? To get his stuff done. Why was it okay then, but it's not okay now? And she's beaten with that gavel. Trying to shut him up. And he ended it with telling her, I don't work for you. You work for me. And he told her that twice. You work for me. Well, you will respect the chairman. She was the chairman. You can't demand respect. Especially when you're not being fair. You know? This whole deal about the leak, or not leak, the little snitch thing, whistleblower, that's what they call it. That's snitch spelled with a W. It's secondhand information, which is not admissible. That's the way the law is. Back in September, behind closed doors, so to speak, they changed that law so that now secondhand information is admissible. Really? Now the person that originally heard this, which supposedly is a CIA agent, that told this whistleblower all this information, he's not coming forward. But this civilian is. And they're keeping his identity secret. And they don't even want to give the president the chance to question this individual. Really? I thought the law in our country said that the accused has a right to face his accuser. But instead, the Democrats want to hold all these inquiries and questioning this person, whatever you want to call it. But when this snitch comes, a whistleblower comes forward, it's all going to be on the hush-hush in private. Now also, who was it? What was her name? I can't think of her name. She's chairing the committee. Maybe it was Nancy, I'm not sure. Yeah, it was Nancy Boo Boo. And I don't think she's chairing the committee. But she made a oops on one of her little Sunday talk shows and said that she had already had a chance to read the file, the complaint, before it even came out. Oops. Because when you get her age, it's hard to remember what you're supposed to keep shut about. It's nothing but another ploy, a plot, another way for them to try to get at our president before the election. It's another way for them to try to turn you and I against the president. That's all it is. It's ridiculous. It's not right. It's bending the rules in their favor. And they don't want to be held accountable for it. If they do it, the rest of the world is supposed to accept it. If their opponent does it, you're supposed to be up in arms. I don't like it myself. I don't like it at all. It is the thing you've heard me say several times and a patch I wear. Love my country, fear my government. And the Democratic Party and the way that they are acting right now is a prime example of why I fear my government. They try to have this better than thou mentality above the law. It don't pertain to us. You live by one rule, you peons, and we'll live by the other one, the other set up here in the upper echelon. I'll be ragging on y'all a whole lot to vote. Do you want to get rid of this kind of nonsense? You need to vote. Every vote counts. You need to get registered and vote. Do an absentee ballot or make sure you're home. This company already knows on election day, I go down to the polls and I vote. I don't do absentee or none of that nonsense. On voting day, I will be home. And I would like to encourage each and every one of you to do somewhat the same. If you're fine with absentee voting, vote absentee. This nonsense about my vote don't count is hogwash. Every vote counts. That's the way our system is set up. Oh, the Electoral College. What about it? It works off of your and my vote. Period. If you don't vote, then we might not get that Electoral College for the side we want it on. Register and vote, please. This won't be the last one of these you get, but election is getting closer. Y'all have a good day. Remember, good Lord loves you, so do I. The Democrats, they don't give a damn about you. Y'all have a fine evening now. Good night.